phoned a friend up and said, is anything going at your place? And she's just like, yeah, get in touch with them. So she did an application form and she starts in a couple of weeks, yeah. Kids are broken up. Yeah, yeah. Then they're off for like 6 weeks now. So Liam's already been at his new school. Alright, yeah. Yeah. Reece was looking forward to his new teacher anyway. Seemingly the last one really didn't get the best out of him, like, so. Yeah, he's looking forward to that. Yeah, yeah. Does, yeah. Yeah, I know it looks as though, well, here we're forecast to get up to about 24 tomorrow and then 30 on Tuesday, and it's going to feel humid, so yeah, I can hear the wind blowing through the phone microphone, like. We've had 3 new blokes start at work in the last couple of weeks. I've had one working with me last week. He asked to come work with me again because he was going to be put with somebody else, and Tony agreed. But he's had a really bad problem with his eye. His kids have had conjunctivitis, and apparently it's extremely infectious. And he's had red eye and all like, pus that goes all crusty. All in his eye, like, anyway, so he was meant to go in the van that he was using, pick up some stuff from Dixon's at Newark, take it back to the depot, and then go and collect his own actual van from another place, Boots at Nottingham, I think it was, the bloke that was using it. So, but he never did that on Friday. He went to the doctor's Thursday night, went home slightly early Thursday night, went to the doctor's, and the doctors referred him to the hospital. And I said to him Friday morning, I said, let me know what happens, because, like, I'll know whether to come and pick you up Monday morning or not. And so I've never heard from him since. I don't know whether Tony's heard from him. But I presume he must have done, because you have to keep your line manager informed of the sick procedure sort of thing. I presume he must have done, but he's not been in touch to say he wants picking up on Monday morning. I might call him, I don't know, at 25 past 7 or something, 20 past 7, and see if he wants to pick it up. Because I've got like loads to do on Monday. No, he just lives across the other side of town. About 5-10 minutes away. So we're all right for blokes if they all stay, and we're just like, we're not keeping up with the work sort of thing. We're not getting the servicings are building up faster than we're knocking them down. I've not been on servicings anyway since I moved back to my own region. I've not been servicing. I've been doing breakdowns because with that many breakdowns and with that thin on the ground, I've been having to do them. So, yeah, I've been doing that. But hopefully then we can start getting on top of it. This bloke is meant to be doing some servicings and that. No, he worked briefly for a forklift truck company, but he's mostly been working at car garages, you know. But his knowledge of VW engines seems to be very good. He seems to know from all from the oldest VW engine that we use right through to the most up-to-date ones. But I mean, the technology we're using is behind the auto trade anyway. We tend to use out-of-date car engines. I mean, he looked at one the other day and he says that's the same as in my Volkswagen Bora car, he says, and that's 2001. So, and this truck was only 5 years old. So the technology was, you know, like 10 years out of date when it was built, like, you know. And stuff that's like new to us, that's been in the trucks over the last couple of years, he's been seeing for years in cars and that. Yeah, it's just all he's going to do is just get his head round the rest of the forklift truck and the stuff that goes wrong. I mean, we did some stuff that like I hate doing, like stripping parts of the engine down and stuff like that. And he was loving it. He was taking photos on his mobile to show his mate, and yeah, 40. But then again, that's a youngster compared to me. I mean, you know, he could easily have 20 years left in the trade, yeah. I never thought I'd be doing it still when I got to this age, right? Yeah, he's got 15 years before he gets to my age, and I'm still sort of fit to do the job physically. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to tomorrow without him, to be honest. I could have done with him because I've got a job where I could have been working on one part of the truck and he could have been working on another to save time. I could have been doing service and greasing it and stuff while he, you know, did a timing belt and water pump and stuff like that on it. So to do it all myself, it might take 4 hours or something, you know. Can't seem to put up with that. They'll be moaning, saying, "Oh, I want the truck back." This phone the other one's playing up, the battery's not lasting. Yeah, it used to last a good couple of days before I had to charge it up, you know, and through sort of general use, and now it's just maybe 24 hours it's going, and I'm not on it that much. No, it could be the battery. It's quite a new phone, really. I mean, you know, every couple of years you stay on the same payment, more or less, and you get a new phone, you know. Just, I mean, it's so wasteful. Basically, all they do is because things don't break that much. I mean, lots of stuff does break, but because it doesn't break often enough anymore or break down, they have to make stuff obsolete and make people feel that they're, you know, their phone's out of date and that, and they've got to have a new one. And to be honest, they are flimsy. Because, you know, it's not like your house phone where you might have it, I don't know, 10 years before you thought, well, it's a bit worn out, that. You know, like mine, the other one, I like trapped it next to my leg when I was lifting something with it in my pocket, and it cracked all the casing. And, so after 2 years, they look a bit ropey like, but then if you sell them on, they go to, I don't know, Africa or wherever, put a new case on and whatever, and clean, and it looks like a new phone. But it's every year now the top companies bring out new phones. It's the same with computers. All the time, it was constantly like updating the specs of computers. So like you get a computer, and 2 months after you got it, there was another one out that was way better. It wasn't like I don't know, getting a car and you know that model's not going to be updated completely for about another 4 or 5 years. You sort of like old hat after a couple of years, your computer. Yeah, and then they moved the. So even if you're the type of person to say no, I'll keep it until it's worn out, they move the technology so fast that it won't run the modern programs, So it starts to become useless. And if you had a 10-year-old television, you'd still be able to pick up television on it now. You might need a plug-in box, but you could still use a 10-year-old telly now. A 10-year-old computer would be next to useless because it would be so slow, and it wouldn't have enough memory in it, and it just wouldn't run the programs and go on the internet and what have you. That's the way they sort of work it now, and you think, well, do we really need this? Do we really need to? No, I miss that. Yeah, no. Well, it's it's like games, computer games. I remember when they were quite basic and simple and everything, but you could still become immersed in the game, And now they've got 3D blooming goggles, or they've got what they call virtual reality headsets that you stick on, and it's as though you're actually in the game, And oh yeah. 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 Oh, it can be the same. The kids are the same, like they're on stuff all the time, like. But like televisions now, they like, they sort of reach the pinnacle where they're like